a World Cup winner also, Emmanuel Petit. He explained just how damaging it could be for the team if they don't manage to get this one over the line.
I want to keep my positivity, for Arsenal. I still believe that they are going to win the title at the end of the season. I'm not sure about the Champions League because they have top guns, as well. They have a proper way, to go until the semi-final, probably to the final. But I'm lucky to avoid, those big guns, Bayern Munich, things like this, Real Madrid. But for the FA Cup is something different. But for me, the most important actually is the Premier League because the gap, between the two teams, you definitely have to win it. Because if you don't, I think that would be unforgivable.
Well, there you are. To help us navigate the nerves of a title decider, I'm absolutely thrilled to see joining us now is a man who is a cornerstone of one of the most iconic teams in English history for sure. A man who went through an entire 38-game season with his friends and his teammates without tasting defeat. Certainly no mean achievement that for sure. A two-time Premier League winner, three-time FA Cup champion and bona fide Arsenal legend. The Invincible himself, Lauren. Lauren, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, how are you?
Morning, Lauren.
Good morning. How are you doing?
There he is.
We've got you. Thanks very much for joining us, Lauren. Great to speak to you. The first question, my friend, is this. Okay, I am talking as loud as I can.
Someone's cutting the grass on the course.
I can hear it. My first question, my friend, would be this. You heard Emmanuel Petit say there it would be unforgivable, was words he used, if Arsenal don't win the title. Is that a fair comment?
Well, I respect all the opinions of all the legends, especially Emmanuel Petit and all the guys that has been as a pundit. However, I have to say that there is a lot of noise around the squad. My best advice to the boys is that we are in the best position to be able to win the league. The pressure is on Man City. For the last 2 years, we've been second, chasing Liverpool, chasing Man City, all the time behind. Now we are in this position that we're 6 points ahead of Man City. So therefore, I will say to the boy that don't misbelieve, don't get into this trap, all those noises, and just believe in what they have doing so far, because the pathway until now has been unbelievable. We've been the best team during the season. We are the best team, and we'll be finished the best team by the end of the season. This is what I would say to the boys. So therefore, I believe that, with all my respect to all the pundits, Manuel, all the top lads, I believe in this squad, and I believe that the boys are going to make it, and we are going to win the league, because the big pressure is on Man City.
Lauren, if obviously you got the team over the line when you were playing, and you ended up winning every game, how would you approach this game at the weekend? Would you go at Man City, or would you tell the boys to let's be solid, not concede? First thought, or would you say, come on, let's get after them and start pressing the defenders?
Well, I believe that we have to stick with our principles. We know that it's not going to be an easy game, play against Man City, because they're doing well. However, I believe that you have to go with the conviction and with the belief that we can win this game. Come on, lads. I mean, I won't stand say that, okay, we know that we lost the cup, we lost against Southampton, we lost against Bournemouth. However, all those noises that Man City are coming, Man City are coming, Man City are coming. And what? We are on top of the league. We are 6 points clear. So we have to go over there and think that we can win this game, because the big pressure is on them. We are top of the league with 6 points clear. So if we win our games, we become champion. They are the ones that they have the big pressure, because they have to win all the games and wait Arsenal to be loose. So going to your question, I will go there sticking to our principle, pressing high up, make compact on the transition. We will go back as we saw against Sporting Lisbon, getting back, closing the spaces. When we got the ball, don't rush the action, keep passing the ball. Subimendi, Declan Rice, all the big guys stand up and try to get the ball, but sticking to our principle, pressing high up, get into opposition box, try to nick the passes between the line, between the fullbacks and the central backs, get to the position that we can shot on targets and score. And when we have to defend, we defend as a unit, as a team. So we have to go there with the intention to grab the 3 points.
I tell you what, mate, I'm absolutely loving your positivity. I would have you in that dressing room before the game to talk to the boys. I've got one other question for you, Lauren, if you don't mind me asking. In terms of the setup, which for Arsenal, we've asked how you'd approach the game, but in terms of the setup in the forward areas, would you play, how would you go about, what would your ideal front three be? I mean, if Saka was fit, Madueke, Gyökeres, Havertz, Trossard, Martinelli, what front three would you start with, my friend?
Well, this question should be, the accountability should be going for Arteta, because Arteta is the one that knows Pep the team. He knows how the player has been training, the mental situation for each player. So he knows what's going to be the best 11. But if you ask me, as a fan, as I love the club, I play that I know we know how to deal with this type of moment, how to control this pressure. If you ask me, I will stick to Gyökeres up front. I will play Martinelli on the left-hand side, because we're going to be under pressure. So you need the player that will stretch on that left-hand side, which is Martinelli on that left-hand side. On the right, I will get Max Doman. I believe that Doman, it could be a threat. I mean, you have to give it's a big responsibility for a young lad, but I believe that he's got the quality enough in order to take on play. Once Martinelli is high up on the pitch, stretching the team, you will put Max Doman a little bit more central in order to connect with Gyökeres up front. So my 3 players up front will be Martinelli, Gyökeres, and on the right-hand side we'll put Max Doman.
And one final question for you, my friend. Arsenal victory, or will it be a draw? Because I don't think, when I'm listening to you right now, you're going to go for Manchester City. Will Arsenal get the victory, or are you taking a draw right now?
No, I won't take a draw. I will go for the 3 points. If you start going to think about draw, then you might lose the game. I mean, we have to go with all our belief, because we have to believe this type of moment is more. We all know the tactical point of view. We play 4-2-3-1. When we have to defend, we play 4-4-2. Sometimes middle low block, sometimes low block, closing all the spaces. We all know those tactics. But in my opinion, this type of game on Sunday is to see the mental strength of the squad. And the mental strength of the squad is to go there, because the pressure's on them, try to get the 3 points. And I believe this squad can make it.
Lauren, I've got to say to you, my friend, it's been an absolute joy talking to you this morning and listening to your views. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, there's a job going at Bournemouth next year.
Oh,
Get your name in.
That was terrific, mate. Good luck to you.
Talking to you.
Hey, what about that for positivity? I mean,
yeah.
I'm feeling the guilt that puts back on myself, man. That was magic.
That's no fear. Because he's been there and done it, and he thinks,
do you know something?
That's how you do it.
That is exactly what it is and what it was. That was somebody that'd been over the course and distance, to use a term here. No fear, ready to get the sleeves, and would look forward to the challenge.
Yeah, and the wingers, take the fullbacks on. Yeah. Martinelli, whoever plays on the wide edge, stop turning out and coming back round the circle, back out the other side. Go. If you lose it, you lose it in the last third. Go at people.
Brilliant, mate. Arsenal Invincible Lauren there. Really, really enjoy that. Now, sadly, Dino, we're going to have to lower the tone for some absolutely awful, awful news yesterday, mate. We have to send our condolences to the family of former Arsenal, Juventus and Austrian goalkeeper Alex Minger, who absolutely, he died in tragic, tragic circumstances yesterday, mate. It just puts the whole thing into perspective. That news shocked a lot of people, ourselves included, and our thoughts go to Alex's family. Terrible, terrible news. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ali and Dean.